As governor of this great state, sometimes I am forced to make difficult choices for which there are no clear-cut solutions. Given the crisis we are now facing with the rapid multiplication of the medfly, I am hereby ordering the spraying of the chemical pesticide thiathion in order to save our crops.
Governor, I am Dr. Hiro Fujimoto of the Animal Research Institute, and I must respectfully point out that my studies have shown thiathion not only to be potentially dangerous with respect to any animals that it may come in contact with, but to certain types of insects as well. I have reason to believe the chemical can lead to abnormal and hyper-accelerated growth rates and even potential mutations.
Dr. Fujimoto, while I am completely familiar with the possible dangers of spraying with thiathion, the risks of not spraying are far greater. We could lose our entire food crops from one end of the state to the other, putting thousands of workers out of a job. Now, I ask you, Doctor, what could possibly be worse than that?
You have no idea.
Whoa! Hi, folks. General George here. Pest Eliminator! From the jungles of Vietnam to the jungles you call home, I've seen the same problem everywhere. Pests. Hate 'em all. Roaches, ants, fleas, scorpions, and snakes. So the next time the minions of Satan declaring war at your door, don't raise the white flag. Attack! Call for General George, Pest Eliminator! I'll kick some bug ass!
General George, he's the man. If he can't do it, nobody can.
Call 1-500-KICK-ASS for the Pest Eliminator in your battlefield and tell him the General sent you. As you were.
I have to move. I love living in Newport.
Oh, honey. You know, losing his job wasn't the best thing for your father's heart condition.
Here we go.
Look, we can all do with a lot less stress in our lives. We're gonna be fine.
Well, Dad, couldn't you just get a job that was less stressful? I mean, I'm sure there are plenty of places that would hire you.
Honey, getting fired, downsized, was the best thing that ever happened to me. It opened my eyes to what's truly important. Buying the lodge is something I should have done a long time ago. I'll finally get to relax. We'll have a better quality of life, all of us.
Wanna go swimming?
What? Here? Now? Nah, I didn't even bring my trunks.
Who said anything about trunks? Come on, silly. I'm glad you could join me. Your swimsuit's a little long, though, isn't it?
I feel safer that way.
I won't bite. At least not yet.
Oh, come on, you've heard the stories about this lake?
Oh, please, you don't believe Sheriff Carlson's old wives' tales about people getting their legs gnawed off in the water, do you?
What the Johnson kid?
I heard he partied too much with his dad and got caught in a propeller or something. And his daddy covered it up so he wouldn't have to go to jail.
Oh, the sheriff seemed pretty convinced.
Yeah? Well, I am convinced that we would make the most People magazine-looking couple in the entire county. And the children we would have, they would be so hot.
Jesus.
Gosh, I've never had quite that reaction.
There's something in the water. Get out of here! Did you see anything? Well, it never came up from under the water, but whatever it was big, I'll tell you that much.
You think it was the same thing that mangled the Johnson kid?
I don't know. Veronica, let's get that leg of yours cleaned up. I don't want to risk any infection.
Okay.
Bo, first thing tomorrow morning, we search the lake. Until then, it's off limits.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is it.
Oh, Gil.
Ah, this sure is a beautiful, peaceful place, isn't it?
Yeah, so's a cemetery. Doesn't mean we have to live there.
Oh, come on, Shannon.
I know, I'm being a brat. It's just, I mean, my whole life was just pulled out from underneath me. I didn't even have a choice.
And I didn't have a choice about losing my job, but I dealt with it. I made the best of a bad situation, just like you will.
Now, look. I know that we've come here for a reason. And I just know that our moving here, it's gonna be a blessing for all of us.
But don't you think that some things just happen for no reason at all?
I don't mean to be difficult, Sheriff, but don't you think you're being a little hasty here? I mean, just because some girl got a, what, scratch on her leg, you want to shut down the lake?
You saw Jaws, didn't you? Sheriff waited too long before doing anything.
Oh, that's a movie. Look, we haven't even gotten moved in yet. I've got my life savings sunk in this place, and you want to shut down the lake? We'll go broke.
It's only for a few days, until we find out what's going on out there. Then everything will be just fine. Nice meeting you folks. Hi, Doc.
I've never seen anything quite like this. This laceration wasn't made by any animal I've ever come across. Now, you said this happened in the lake?
Yeah, last night. I mean, it was probably a fish or a water moccasin or something.
Yeah. Look, I'd cover it, but I think the wound needs to breathe. I've done all I can, but I'm gonna send the culture to the lab for testing. But just as a precaution.
Oh, I hate needles. Oh.
Won't take long. Ready? Here we go.
Ow.
There. All right, Veronica. Now I want to see you in a few days just to make sure you're all right, okay?
It'll be fine. Thanks, Lori.
Sure. All right, come on, out with it. I know that look.
Remember the Jones boy?
How could I forget? This town did have a real MD until that happened.
Scared old Doc Carcass right out of town.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty gruesome.
Damnedest sight I've ever seen. It was like something rotted his flesh to the bones and then devoured him alive as he watched. When we found him, his eyes were bugged out like one of those old monster movies.
Well, you don't think there's any connection between that and Veronica, do you? I mean, one's a flesh wound and the other... Ugh. Besides, it happened 10 years ago, and there hasn't been anything since. Nothing.
Well, I'm sure you're right. But call me when you get the test results.
I will.
Don't see anything, Sheriff. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Get a little closer, Bo! Get a little closer!
Sheriff, don't shoot me! I tell you, that was one hell of a shot there, Sheriff. I mean, I wasn't scared or anything, but whew.
Then you're opening the lake up again?
I don't see why not.
What happened? He catch that great white shark out there or something?
Yeah, that's what he did. He caught that big white shark. I haven't seen it here before. Are you staying at the lodge?
Well, actually, my parents just bought it. I'm Shannon.
Steve Williams.
Hi.
Yeah, I work at the station down the street. Or at least until I get enough money to get out of this town.
Yeah.
Beware the demons amongst us. Beware the demons.
Oh, go spook someone else, will you? It's over here. There ain't no more demons, you drunk old loon.
Armageddon is near. Death is near.
Let's get out of here, guys. The party's over. Come on.
What was that all about?
That was crazy old Jedediah. Guess every town's got a guy like that.
Yeah, not Newport Beach. Who is he?
Well, people say he used to be a minister. And one day a bolt of lightning struck his church and the whole place burned down. He says that the end is near. Anyway, that was all before I was born.
Huh. Well, guess this town is just full of weirdos and old stories, huh?
No, just old Jedediah. And the lake.
Freaky. I can't believe anybody would even go in that water again.
Well, it happened a long time ago. I mean, I must have been 10 years old. And it hasn't happened since. Well, not until the other night.
Have you lived here your whole life?
Well, most of the part I can remember. I never really knew my folks. My mom was raped when she was a kid and died a few years later. And Buck, the guy who owns the gas station, kind of took me into his home. I guess today I'd probably be an abortion statistic.
Don't even say that. Everything happens for a reason.
Steve, there you are.
Veronica, hi. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Who's your little friend?
This is Shannon. Her parents just bought the lodge.
Oh, how rustic. I'm Veronica, Steve's girlfriend.
I'd better get going. It was nice meeting you both.
Nice to meet you.
Veronica, why did you do that? I mean, that was completely uncalled for.
Like I have to tell you. I mean, 2 seconds later, she'd have had her tongue practically down your throat. I saved you.
You saved me? From what?
Mono, herpes, maybe even AIDS. I don't get you. I practically saved your life and you're upset with me?
What are you talking about?
I mean, how do you know she isn't like a total slut or something? You don't know her. You don't know anything about her. But me, on the other hand, I'm like honey, and you're my Mr. Bumblebee. We're just so sweet together. I know you want me. Every man wants me.
Well, Sheriff, both lucky you're still a pretty good shot. This could have been pretty bad.
Well, exactly what kind of fish is this?
Well, its scientific name is ichthyosis. It's commonly known as the scarfish. It's the most tenacious fish there is outside the shark family. But you know, the strange thing is they usually live in very cold, very deep water. This is first I've ever heard of one coming ashore before.
Huh.
Let's see what we got in here.
Sure. It was pregnant?
Well, a manner of speaking, yes. Looks like in a couple more weeks, this baby would have given birth to dozens more of these guys. Do you, mind if I study these?
Have yourself a seafood omelet. Listen, Laurie, you don't think there could be more of these? I just don't want anyone to get hurt.
I understand. Look, even if there are more of these, they live thousands of feet below the surface. This is the first I have ever heard of one attacking a human. I just think this was a very rare, very isolated incident.
So you think the lake's safe?
Well, from bacteria, germs, and other forms of contamination, no. But from killer fish, I think we're in the clear.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see what else we got in here. What? Oh my gosh. How on earth did this get in there?
Hello?
Dr. Fujimoto, hi. This is Lori Casey. I was one of your graduate students.
Oh, yes. Pretty blonde. Long legs. Nice chest cavity. I remember you very nicely. Tell me, Lacey, what can I do for you?
No, it's Lori. Never mind. Listen, we had an incident involving a scarfish, and I found a roach inside his digestive tract.
Well, how do you know it didn't get in afterwards?
Well, that's possible, but I don't think so. Would you mind having a look at it?
Oh, very disgusting.
Professor? Professor, are you there?
Oh, sorry, Lacey. I was seeing which insect would survive. The short, powerful one I call Tyson, or the tall, fast one I call Holyfield. Tyson just bit Holyfield's antenna.
Oh, I see.
Don't worry, Cammy. Everything's gonna be just fine. Hey, Norman. Hi, Norman. This is my wife, Cammie. Cammie, this is Norman, our manager.
I'm so happy to meet you. Gil has told me so much about you.
So how's business?
Oh, it's busy now through the end of August, and it's packed again at the start of ski season.
Great.
All 18 rooms full.
Wow.
I think you made a real quality investment here.
Well, we're just looking for some peace and quiet.
Oh, my husband tends to get a bit nervous.
Honey.
Stress.
Honey, I'm not stressed.
Yes, he is.
Well, if you need anything, I'll be right here at my post.
Oh.
I hope they sing better than they look.
Black cat, moon. All I need now is to walk under a ladder.
Get out while you can. Save yourself. Armageddon is near. Death is near.
Hi, honey.
Hi. Hello, sweetheart.
Oh, what do you think? You're actually kind of colorful.
I think they're very real.
Yeah, regular Hootie and the Blowfish.
She sure is nice. Sweet, you know? I mean, it's like you can just talk to her.
A girl you want to talk to instead of doing the wild thing, she must look like dog shit.
Watch out for the mama, you'll be better off in jail. I itch.
Yeah, I'll be right back, okay, man?
Okay.
All right.